swear that in this proceeding, the information and responses you submit will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You may put your hand down. Mr. Dominguez, you were originally charged with driving while intoxicated. Right now, you're poised to enter a plea that has been arranged between you and yourself and the state. Before we proceed, I need to make a verbal record that is being taken by Ms. Kayleen Rivera, my court reporter. It is an official record of the proceedings. You have the right to remain silent. That means you do not have to say anything. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to submit written documents that have your signature, especially documents that admit or confess to wrongdoing. Do you understand you have that right?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to a jury trial. That means you and your attorney and the state's attorneys could select 6 people from a jury pool of disinterested citizens who would decide if you're not guilty or whether you've been proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. That's called the right to a jury trial. You understand you have that right?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial, people will come in and testify. You and your attorney would have the right to cross-examine, question, or challenge any witness who would testify. It's called the right to confront witnesses. You understand you have that right?
Yes, sir.
In addition, you have the right to appeal. That means you yourself, your attorney by herself, or the two of you together, could file the proper documents, keeping time limits and other technical factors, and demand that a higher court review the official record and evidence for any kind of legal challenge you wanted to make. That's called the right of appeal. Do you understand you have that right?
Yes, sir.
In addition, you have the right to have this proceeding or any of the legal proceedings in the open public courtroom. That is required by Constitution and statutes. In this case, because of the COVID pandemic, we're doing this with your consent only and that of the state, because they have the same right. We're doing this by video conference, which is what you're looking at right now. You understand you have the right to demand that this be done in open public courtroom?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, in order to proceed on this matter, I am aware that you have worked out a plea deal.
Yes, sir.
In order to do that, you had to review with your attorney some documents, some legal documents, and you signed them. Are you aware of the documents that I'm referring to?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand the documents that you signed?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about those documents?
No, sir.
All right, let's start off. First of all, you did sign a document that says that you consent to this hearing being done by video conference. Did you understand that you signed that?
Yes, sir.
Also, Ms. Blake, are you satisfied that the state and have also signed a document with the state indicating that the state has complied with Article 39.14 Texas Code of Criminal Procedure in reference to discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you in fact review the documents that are part of this record that your client has signed, reviewed and counseled him on these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
Including the consent to video conference,
Yes, Your Honor.
the defendant's waiver of constitutional rights and court's admonition,
Yes, Your Honor.
the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you, is he getting probation or what is he getting in this matter?
Judge, this is a judgment satisfied.
Okay. And is he pleading to the charge as originally made?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Now, Mr. Dominguez, I referred to some documents that your client says she has discussed, reviewed with you. Did you understand the document called the defendant's waiver of constitutional rights and court's admonition?
Yes, sir.
It says in there that you're going to enter a plea on the charge of driving while intoxicated. Furthermore, it says that you understand by signing it, you reviewed with your attorney. There's sections in here that are 15 numbered portions. Did you see and understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
Did you see one of them says that the deal you're making, I do not have to accept. As the judge, I have the authority and responsibility to say yes or no. I can accept your deal or I can reject it. I have to do one or the other. I can also give you a punishment within the legal proper range of punishment for this charge. And that punishment, I can make it within the proper range, but greater than what you've agreed to. If I give you a punishment that's greater than what you've agreed to, or if I reject your deal outright, then the law would allow you to start all over again. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, state, what is the agreement?
Judge, the agreement in this case is a $350 fine plus court costs, 7 days Bear County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and that would satisfy the judgment.
All right. And what type of plea is it?
It's a no
I
contest
believe it
plea.
was,
Pardon me?
No contest plea.
All right. Mr. Dominguez, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
And do you understand that a no contest plea in this court is taken as a guilty plea, and standing alone is sufficient for me to convict you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Furthermore, Ms. Blake, have you informed Mr. Dominguez that on a plea of guilty and a conviction, a final conviction, he is subject to a $3,000 state fine?
Yes, Your Honor. Is it possible to address the court regarding his status as indigent?
I would hope that you would. All right. And before we proceed any further, Mr. Dominguez, how are you employed?
I work at UPS part-time.
And what kind of income do you make?
A year,
Yeah.
like maybe like $20,000. I don't make a lot of money right now.
You have children you support?
I have a daughter.
One child. Okay. Do you live with the mother and the child?
No,
Do you? Okay, so you are providing support for that one child.
I'm in the process of doing that.
All right. Okay. On the plea of no contest, the court accepts the plea. The court finds you guilty. I assess a $350 fine plus court costs. You are sentenced to 7 days, Bear County Jail. You are granted credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. The court finds, first of all, that for the purposes of the state fine, you are indigent and unable to make such a payments for such a fine. In addition, the court finds that you have satisfied this judgment and you owe nothing further to the state or to the county, this court, on this particular case. Questions, Ms. Blake?
No, Your Honor.
Questions, Mr. Dominguez?
No, sir.
Ms. Pollard?
nothing further from the state judge.
All right, then this
Judge.
concludes this case. Now, Mr. Dominguez, you must go by County Court at Law Number 5, the offices, for the purposes of having your thumbprint placed on the documents as required by law. Do you understand?
Okay, when do I have to do that? By
You have 7 days from today to get it completed.
you said go where again?
To the offices of County Court at Law Number 5.
Okay,
All right. They're the offices around back behind the courtrooms. People will direct you. but you need to do that. That is a requirement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Then
Believe
that
Patty-
concludes this.
I'm
Pardon?
sorry. I believe Patty raised her hand.
Judge, did you say the court finds that the defendant is indigent for the $350 fine or?
No. For the purposes of the state fine, which the state assesses a $3,000 fine on a conviction of TWI. And I'm saying that because he has limited income and has a child to support, I find that he is indigent as far as the purposes of that one particular fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Mr. Dominguez, good luck to you. Stay out of trouble and don't be drinking and driving.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Where are we on Mr. Benton?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yeah, my question is, where are we on the document? Have you signed everything?
The top document, it's not letting me sign the little squares to where I'm supposed to be signed that I'm a US citizen and stuff. It's not letting me mark the square, but it let me sign my signature at the bottom though.
Okay,
My agenda isn't working.
Judge, that's the part that you fill out, not
Right.
him.
I think you're correct.
I think you just need to send it. If you already signed it, Mr. Benton, just press send.
Yes, ma'am. You want me to do it again?
No, just send it. You don't have to fill out that box or those boxes. That the
Okay.
judge does that.
Well, hold on. I'm about to try to send it again right now.
Unfortunately, he's using his phone to communicate with me and look at the documents and all that, so. Could be part of the problem.
Okay, I finished it, document signed.
Patty, what's the case number on this case on Mr. Benton?
The one that they're gonna proceed with, Judge, is 621161.
Okay, I've not gotten it.
Okay, it says you're all set, finish signing documents. Okay, I signed it and finished it.
Okay,
Alright.
so you should be getting it momentarily, Judge.
Very good.
Mr. Latimer,
Yes,
is that both of the packets, the plea paperwork and the plea agreement?
well, I did the discovery, I did this plea agreement. I believe I've signed everything else. Okay. Did the discovery. Now,
The plea agreement is currently with judge. The discovery has already been completed.
Okay,
and I believe he has to do his personal information sheet. I'm not sure, I'm sure he hasn't done that at this point, because all he has is a phone. Will he do that when he meets with the probation officer?
he's supposed to do it the day of the plea. They need it before he reports to probation.
Okay,
Judge, can we just reschedule this for a different day? Like maybe this afternoon, if he can fill it out and have it all filled out this afternoon at, I don't know, 2 o'clock?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how you would fill that out. Keith, there was another document that you were sent that has a personal information sheet. How are you gonna fill that document out on your phone?
Well, I have not got any other documents other than the,
Mr. Benton, we're gonna go ahead and reschedule this and let you and Mr. Latimer get this straightened out. Once you got that done, we'll be happy to come in and quickly let you get it. We'll dispose of the case, okay?
yes, sir.
Now, if you want to try and get back here by 2:30, that's okay with me too. We'll be here.
Okay, we use the same meeting ID number. Okay.
Okay.
I will report back to the court regardless, okay?
Okey doke.
All right,
Very good.
thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.